Nebraska Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will put total weather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable.
Kearney on the Jets! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and so strong, and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a lot. He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Personal foul. Unnecessary rough. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes a man miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all
unleashes 1 deep. Touchdown Trojans. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his fly. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice move to keep running. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Husker! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offensive line's got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right on target this time. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The give on the option. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Trojans head it quickly to the line. A little screen to the running back.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Grab near the marker. It's Lane. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Lane. And they're able to get him down.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Great job by the back on the option.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the big fella.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees this guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer. Right in the breadbasket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 7 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Makes the quick grab. Wide open spaces. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. It's a seam wide open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Key. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Huskers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism, though.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted for the 11th time. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Power football with the run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it behind the line, it's Johnson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Huskers will punt this one away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's reeled in. It's Lemon. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off the play fake. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from the 11. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space. And
oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. To throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Lemon. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback may change this route. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And they're trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to scramble. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
And if you're an offensive coordinator, you're like, woo, thank you, Jesus. We got the lead. We're in a great situation. We got to continue to put pressure on the defense, run that clock in the second half.
Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium.
Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Raiola. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Trying to pull his way in. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be fourth down. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Husker! Fitted in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 21 over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They want that clock to run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. To the air, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. The quick out. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, USC. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Quick strike complete. Oh, out of space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win.